Everyone, Matthew Robinson, if you're watching this, it's because you just finished watching part 3 of The Adventures of Matthew Robinson. Now, you may have just stumbled across this, or maybe you just want to watch it again. Maybe you have it saved in your favorites, which would be really cool. Anyway, this scene was also really cool to do. This was the secret evil lair meeting. You know, the classic bad guys assemble and they talk about what we're going to do to defeat the good guys. And in it we have Louis Miller, the hilarious Alex Smith, Sam Reingold, Nathan Rogers, and Jessalyn Harris. It was a really fun scene to do. We filmed in Jessalyn Harris's house. Jessalyn is the last girl to walk out. She's like, "Hey, I've got this t-shirt idea, don't screw with us." That's Jessalyn. Thank you, Jessalyn. If you're watching this video, thank you for letting us use your house for that, and also the Hamlet video. But thank you for letting us use your house for this scene. It was really helpful. Now, there are a few things you should know about the scene. One thing, this scene is the scene that actually I had to censor a few stuff in that. One, most notably, there's the scene where Alex Smith's character is reading from a book. It's actually this book of, it's like all these models and everything, and there's some nude pictures. And the front has like this naked guy. Now you don't see anything, but it has a naked guy. And Alex closed the book and showed it, and he made this kind of like, kind of sound. And actually, ironically enough, when my mother saw that scene, she's like, "You have to take that out. You can't have that scene in that movie. You have to take it out." So I had to take it out. But it was, maybe one day I'll upload it to YouTube if I can find it again, and you guys can see the unedited version of that. But this was a lot of fun scene. Actually, a quick thing also about the scene that got edited. Garen Harris, who was also in the scene, when he talks about, "I was the best looking black guy until Matthew moved to town." Originally, Matthew Cole, who you'll see later in this film, Matthew Cole was supposed to be the guy who kind of was saying that he was the best looking black guy, and Matthew Cole is black. But since Matthew Cole wasn't able to make it to that shooting that day, and we already had everyone else there, what we did is we got Garen Harris, who's Jessalyn's younger brother, to do that scene, and he did a great job. So then we made it kind of more of a joke that he was the best, that he thought he was black or something like that. Also, you'll see in that we had Mira, Catherine, Audrey, and Kate. Kate, Mira, and Audrey, even though they came up with a couple of ideas and elements for this movie, they actually weren't able to make it into it. Captain Weekly did make it into the movie. She's near the end. Yeah, it was, in this scene was, you know, again, a lot of fun to do. You also had the scene with Jesse Holtis, the guy who's like, you know, he's mailing stuff, and he's all like, yeah. Funny thing about that, actually, if you look at his car, and for those of you who've seen The Adventures of Matthew Robinson 2, if you see his car in The Adventures of Matthew Robinson 2, it really just worked out perfectly, and there was no intention of doing that, but it did. One thing that I don't like in the part you just saw was the scene between me and my brother. It was that dark scene where we were talking about, like Clayton's been kidnapped, and that scene was kind of put in, and I kept it in. For this version I uploaded to the internet, I didn't take it out because I want this to be kind of the original cut that I used. But if I did get to edit it again, I probably would take that scene out or try to do something with it. It was originally like 6 minutes long, I cut it down to 2. And I don't really like that scene. My brother doesn't like that scene, but I want my brother to be a bigger part of the movie. And for his character, that was the only scene that made sense for him to do. It was written in the script. It wasn't that funny in the script. It wasn't that funny on camera, but we kept it in just so my brother would have a little bit to do and he wouldn't just be in like one scene. But yeah, I don't really like that scene very much. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys do like that scene. Pretty personally, I just don't like it. But there's some people who do like that scene, but not me personally. A lot of people do like the little scene with Alex when he's massaging Garen and everything. They really like that. But anyway, part 4 will be coming up soon. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. Remember to subscribe and spread the word about these videos. Part 4 should be up tomorrow. Yeah. Or if you're watching this days later, it should be up now. But I'm glad you guys are watching this, and I'm glad you're having fun. Next, we're going to see one of probably the best scenes in the entire movie. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe not. It's up to you. That's the great thing about comedy. It's personal. Any scene could be your favorite scene. So stay tuned for more Adventures of Matthew Robinson, the movie.